How does the salary basis test determine non-exempt status? Imagine you're trying to figure out if an employee is entitled to overtime pay or not. The key tool for this is called the salary basis test. This test is part of the rules under the Fair Labor Standards Act, which helps decide if someone is a non-exempt worker. Non-exempt employees are protected by laws that requiring minimum wage and overtime pay. So, understanding this test is very important for employers and workers alike. The salary basis test looks at how an employee is paid. To pass this test, an employee must be paid a fixed, predetermined salary each pay period. This salary should not change based on how much work they do or how well they perform. For example, they should get the same amount of money whether they work 10 hours or 50 hours in a week. There is also a minimum salary requirement. For example, under federal law, the employee must earn at least $913 a week, which adds up to $47,476 a year. If they do not meet this minimum, they are usually considered non-exempt. Another important point is that the guaranteed salary cannot be reduced for poor work quality or less work done. If an employee is absent for a full day for reasons like illness or jury duty, certain deductions are allowed, but not for disciplinary suspensions or if they are absent for part of a day without good reason. To pass the salary basis test, the employee must receive their full salary each week they work, even if they do not work all days. Employers can make limited deductions, but only under specific conditions. If an employee is paid hourly or their pay varies based on hours worked, they usually do not meet the salary basis test. These workers are generally classified as non-exempt and are entitled to overtime pay. It is important to remember that being paid a salary does not automatically mean an employee is exempt. They must also meet other criteria, like job duties. For example, some teachers and doctors are exempt regardless of how they are paid. Employers need to carefully check both the salary basis and the job duties to classify employees correctly. Misclassification can lead to legal trouble, including paying back wages, fines, and penalties. In simple terms, the salary basis test helps decide if an employee is non-exempt by checking if they are paid a fixed, guaranteed salary that meets minimum standards without improper deductions. If they do not meet these rules, they are generally considered non-exempt and must receive wage protections like overtime pay.